Alex, well batted. That's quite the way to respond after Tuesday night.
Thanks, yeah, it was much needed. Obviously a disappointing all-round performance from us all on Tuesday against Lancs. It was a really important game tonight to bounce back, especially Derby away. Huge game for us and the fans. To do it in that manner is really satisfying.
Was it a nice opportunity to come here on a Friday night on TV with a big crowd in to actually show everyone what a team you are and can be?
100%, yeah. I think that's why we all play the game, is to entertain people, play in front of the big crowds. And the TV cameras, and that's something I've always enjoyed my whole life, so to put on a performance tonight means a lot.
Talk to us about your thought process at halfway stage. They got 176. It was quite well dragged back. What were your indications of whether that was a good score?
I think this is one of the best places to bat in the country. I always feel anything's chaseable here. The ball goes to the boundary quickly, and the pitch is really good. So I actually thought we bowled quite well to restrict them to 170, late 170s. So we thought we were comfortably in the game, probably 190, 200 par. So it's just all about going out there and attacking the power play and continuing from there.
And how much credit has to go to Jake and Jimmy at the back end for pulling that back? I think they were 60 for none at the power play and finished 176. So they put in a great shift at the end.
Definitely, yeah. This is one of the trickiest places to bowl anywhere in the country. So for them to be 60 for none off a power play and only finish 170, I think that's job well done. I also thought everyone put in a good stint in the field as well. It's probably the best we've fielded in a long time, and all those extra runs add up.
And let's talk about your innings. It felt like everything you touched turned to gold. Is there an indication when you're playing that it's going to be your day? When do you know that you might get that chance?
You get T20 is such a funny one. You can get a couple out the middle early on in your innings, and you just know that tonight's your night. And tonight was one of those nights. It's a ground I enjoy batting at. A couple out the middle early, and I just kept going from there. It was always just going to be a matter of keep going hard and harder and harder, trying to kill the game in the power play, which we fortunately did.
And how much sort of thought process is about the shots you're playing? Is it a fact of see ball, hit ball? Is it a bit more calculated than that?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you have to have a rough idea of what the bowlers are doing. You have a look at what fielders they got out on the boundary and where you think your strengths and their weaknesses are. So I think it's a little bit of see ball, hit ball, but you have to have a rough idea of what they're trying to do and what you want to do.
And just a word on Samit and Tom at the end there, bringing the game home when it could have got a little bit hairy.
Definitely, yeah. It was mature of them both just to make sure they were there at the end, and that's something, we are a guns blazing team. We like to play aggressive cricket, but for those two to bat responsibly and make sure the job was done is going to set us in good stead for pressure games in the future.
And there's another run of games now, Sunday and Monday. Is this the perfect way to start that run of games?
I think so, yeah. It's it's usually two good places to go and bat, usually fairly high scoring games at Birmingham and Leeds. Hopefully there'll be a couple of good pitches and we can put on two more good performances.